Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So USC's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Hess. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. Looking to the big tight end. It's gone. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Motion from the offense. The play action fake. And the quarterback is snowed under.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Trying to get to it. Going to try to get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Nicholson. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Lets it fly. He caught it. Touchdown, Trojan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Defensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. Looking for a block, it's Nicholson. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession win.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Looking for a crease, it's Slater. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
From the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, make it just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. Running with power. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability, he can break tackles, he can just do it all.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Trojans will hustle to the line. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Rivera. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Blasted as he lets it go. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll go right back to him. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to.
Got a lot of running room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wolverines. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Colorado State is being humbled today. There's no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 19 to Wyoming.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll pull it down.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Getting some heat. Keeps it, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires downfield. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be done.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return, it's Nicholson. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, USC. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns are coming up big.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in L.A. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
It's caught downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third short, what they like third medium, third long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Slater. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Got it set up on the outside. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going to take off. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He has 89 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tackle is made after the first down. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. They're getting this guy lathered up. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the beatdown has ensued. A A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a gap. It's Addison. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Addison. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robbins. And they get him down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And the Wolverines get enough for the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Kingsbury. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive.
Going downfield for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Or even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is.
Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And the route is on. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. To the air, it's Kingsbury. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. On 3rd down, going up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He uncorks one deep. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now. And they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice.
And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. And the Trojans have moved it inside the 20. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. gets it out quickly. Touchdown USC! And the pummeling has started. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilcox. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse.
Intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down and run. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.